really cool hotel, yeah.
你们自己要骑哪里啊？要骑9分钟。
Yes.
It's below.
Okay.
But wait a minute.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay.
You can go there.
Thank you.
Just remind you.
谢谢。Thank you. Okay, good. Good. Okay.
May I ask you, you wanted to bring any guests to the
Yes, I already paid for it.
Okay, then you can give them your bid number.
Okay. Good.
Happy opening.
Thank you. Okay, 谢谢。可以放在这里，放在你的脚踏车那里，脚踏车的框框里面，然后会帮你照相。
我朋友装东西哈，我碰这两个在里面。
哦，谢谢，Thank you 。
Male pros start 6 o'clock. 6:01 will be female pros. At 5-minute gaps, the female pros will be the start of an age group rolling start. Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about the rolling start in a moment. Kevin Carter.
Alright, back to the hotel and transition area. Get the bike all stickered up and drop it off. Morning of 40 minutes till start time. Going to go drop off my stuff and hopefully it all goes well. Just found out that they shortened the bike from 90 kilometers to 77 kilometers because of high winds. So that kind of sucks. Feel a little cheated. Rather have it be the full thing, but oh well.
area where I'm going to be looking at closing it at 5:45 a.m.
Alright, so my swim went very well. I was very happy with the result. I did it faster than I thought I could, which is always a good thing to be able to do. Basically, they did it in 3 zones. If you thought you were going to be under 35 minutes, if you thought you were going to be 35 to 55 minutes, and then 55 minutes or above, it was sort of on your honor to place yourself in an appropriate zone so you're around people who are about your speed. In training, I had basically done the distance in 50-55 minutes, somewhere around there. And so I tried to aim the zone, the group number that for starting around that point. And so I thought I was going to be like 53 minutes, something like that. So I went towards the end of zone 2, and I ended up having to dodge a lot of people, swim around a lot of people, which I guess is a good problem to have. But I should have started a little bit earlier, or a little bit further up. I just did better than I thought I would, so that's a good thing. I ended up doing the swim in 46 minutes and 56 seconds, which was great. I couldn't have had a better swim. The water was perfect temperature, 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and the waves there was a little bit of waves, but not too much. For the most part, it was fairly flat water, so that's always a nice thing to have. But yeah, it was a good swim. And then I got in and got on for the bike, and I started doing the biking, and the first, 5 or 10 miles were a little bit slower than the rest of it. I guess I was kind of getting my legs running and warmed up and getting my biking legs. And I sort of got in a good rhythm for the first half of it. And basically we did 2 laps around Canteen area of Taiwan. And the second half, I guess all the energy use and Bacardi Sweat, which is sort of like an Asian Gatorade, kicked in, and I got a huge burst of energy that carried me for a long distance. My speed probably increased by 30%, and I started just passing people like crazy. Where the first 5-10 miles I was getting past a decent amount, and so I was just, the second half I just flew through it, and I thought I was doing really well. And towards the end, I was checking the battery on my GoPro, and when I opened up the case, which I had mounted on my handlebars, the latch for the GoPro case popped off, and so I lost that, and so I didn't worry about holding the GoPro by hand for a while, and I put it back into the case and kind of wrapped a strap around it. But then I was worrying about holding the strap and not having the GoPro fall out, and my speed started going down. I started getting past, and I figured there's 5 more miles. I'm just going to put the GoPro away and finish the bike portion properly, focus on that, because that's what I've been training for, not making a video. So I did that. I ended up doing a time of 2 hours and 40 minutes for the bike ride, which was pretty good. They did cut it short due to wind concerns. The forecast was going to be 30-mile-an-hour winds, and so they cut it short by 13 kilometers, which I think is 8 or 9 miles. And so it did shorten the bike race a little bit, especially, it was unfortunate because there was no wind, practically no wind, so it wasn't needed, but they had to make the call earlier by 4 in the morning, so they did what they could, make sure everyone would be safe. So I can't fault them too bad. It was just, would have loved to have the full distance, but yeah, so I did it in 2 hours and 40 minutes. That was an average speed of 28.9 kilometers per hour, which ends up being more or less 18 miles per hour, which I'm pretty happy with. That's faster than I normally train at. So the swim was really good, the bike was really good, and then I started the run. And the run started out awesome, had a good pace, which was just where I felt comfortable. I wasn't trying to push myself at any extra bit or anything like that. I was just running where I felt comfortable, and after the first few miles, I started slowing down, and about halfway through, I was just not happy with the run. I did not want to run any longer, and it got worse and worse from there, and I got a lot slower, sort of having to walk for bits and pieces of it, and my legs were getting more and more tired, and for the last couple miles, my knees started really bothering me, and I just, like I said, I wanted it to be wanted it to be done, but I told myself those last couple miles, when we finally got to the turnaround point, which was at about 10 or 11 miles in, and then the finish line was about 2.5 miles back, I said to myself, just 2.5 miles, you got this, you can do this, just 20 more minutes, 25 minutes, whatever it was, and you're done. And so kept telling myself that for the last quarter of the run, and got through it, and crossed the finish line and got my award, and just makes it all worth it, all the pain, all the time training and everything like that. So it's a very rewarding feeling. I'm very happy I did it. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about my journey for the Ironman in Taiwan, and if you ever think about doing something like this, start training. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend seeing what you can do. You might surprise yourself. So, hope you enjoyed watching this video, and see you next time.